Okay guys, so this is the part 3 of the sausage video, the sausage links video recipe. And I just want to show you where we left off. We have the sodium alginate. As you can see, this is very thick and it doesn't have any bubbles, which is what we want. So I just took it out of the fridge and it's perfect, no bubbles at all. That's exactly what you want. That's why we put it in the refrigerator overnight, so it can take all the air bubbles out. This is the sodium chloride, the calcium chloride, and we're going to, I mean, you cannot taste, smell it, but it's basically a little salty water that we're gonna use to put into a little spray bottle. Let me show you the little spray bottle that we're gonna use to, I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna spray the sausage links once we're ready. I also have, I already cooked, this is the hache when it's dry, and then I already cooked this so it's a little moist, and we're going to finish it up now, but I cooked it, so you know I'm only using one hand, so it's hard. This is again my greens hurt sauce that I make. I use all of these things. I took out, and you know, I just wanted you to see what this is so you can identify it when you go to the store. This is the oregano. I really like the oregano, it's really nice. This is my chives flour that I use for that. I use cilantro, parsley, garlic, onion, and basil. I already have my, this is the beans that have been sitting overnight. You can see that they grew, like they expanded. I have my seasoning, I have my apple already peeled, and I already separated everything that I need. This I'm going to use for later. So I already have my oregano amount that I'm going to use. I already have, this is my, I just want you guys to see, this is the fennel seed, and if you see here, it tells you how much you need. So I have the fennel seed. I also have just want you guys to see what it is, the seeds, the dill seeds. I also have, what is my little, this ones is the anise. It's very small amount. We're gonna grind it up, and then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit whole of this whole seeds in the mixture, just because I like the taste of it. I already have my liquid smoke. I'm gonna put some peppers here. I'm gonna rinse this. I'm gonna put it here with water. And my flour, I already measured the flour and sift it so it's nice and clean. And I'm ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna get going. I just wanted you guys to see how everything is looking. The first thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm going to take this and remove the top of the beans that are floating, because I don't like the way they look. And then I'm going to add it to my blender, and then I'm going to proceed from there. So let me see if I can pull this down so you guys can see. Otherwise I'm going to have to do something else because I only have one hand. Maybe that will work. So I'm gonna take here, I'm gonna grind everything up here, all the seeds. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna grind this as well. Where's my other one? This. And here I have all the seeds that I'm going to grind. not that much, but I do want you guys to see that part. And I just want to make sure we have the fennel seeds, we have the anise and the dill seeds. I'm gonna grind those up. I have my ground flax seeds separated already, and I'm going to make my egg to set it out on the side until everything else is going. So I'm going to grind up all the seeds now, and then I'm going to take this with my seeds that are grinded, put it in the blender and blend it. So let's see if I can get that going. See how long it takes. Sorry guys, bear with me because to be ready. Maybe a little more. Oops. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put this down so I can continue to work. I'm really sorry, it's just really complicated to do this with one hand, guys. So again, this is going in here. I'm gonna add my oregano. I'm gonna add the apple. I already took care of the I'm taking the ones that I don't like out. And it's not gonna be perfect because I only have one hand. I need a little more water. Okay, I just want you guys to see. I'm going to add a little bit of the seasoning here. Just because I like my things very flavored. And I'm going to blend this. I'm going to add the smoke here because I only have one hand. And I'm going to add the flour too. Okay. I wish I had someone helping me out, but I don't. I think I have too much water there. But like I say, I only have one hand. So here, we're already blending. We're up to this step. The hache we already have cooked. And we're going to, I already have the hache cooked all the way down to, where is it? This one right here. I'm going to finish it up with the next step. So I'm going to do the next video coming up. Okay, this is video 4 of the sausage. Almost done, guys. More than halfway there. I'm going to, because I only have one hand, I had to improvise, and I'm only going to use a little bit of the, I'm going to only make a couple of the sausage because I really don't want to overdo it since I'm here alone and I need help and I only have one hand. So I already have my mixture. This is the ground beef. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Yep. Is it really that hard to do this with one hand? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Then I'm going to add my mung beans. I'm only going to use a little bit of the mung beans because, like I said, I want this to dry really fast, and I feel like I already did this for too long. Like, you guys might be getting bored. I have my garlic. I put a little extra stuff that I don't have on the recipe just because I was feeling inspired to add even more flavor. Parsley, cilantro, peppers, onions, thyme, garlic, sea salt. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells so good. This is the sea salt that I added, the black salt, Himalayan salt. And then, like I said, I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to add it here because, like I said, I only have one hand. Gonna let it dry a little bit. If I need more, I can add more. I can use a little bit of the amaranth, the organic flour, to bind it together in a little bit. Like you see, the mung beans make this texture like eggs. That's because I blend it really well, and that's what I wanted because I don't like the mung beans when they're really hard, and I wanted it for protein. So we're gonna use a little bit of the amaranth flour. I added a little bit of the seasoning, but I'm gonna add a tiny little more of this seasoning here, and I'm gonna let this dry before I start playing with it. I'm gonna see, because I have gloves, I'm gonna see if it's not too hot that I can maneuver and make my links. So good. Oh yeah, another try. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So, I'm making my links, and I forgot that I didn't show you this part. So this is the metal cellulose. Sprinkle a little bit. You see that I already have a little bit there. I'm gonna mix it again because since I didn't want to put too much what it says, because I already added and I forgot to show it to you in the video. A peel, you open it up and sprinkle. So you hit the peel, and now mince. If you want more flour, you can add more flour. This is still hot, so, but I want to rush through this because I already feel like it took me forever to do this video, and because I'm doing it in sessions, you might feel like, what is going on with this recipe? But it's really easy. It's just, I wanted to show you step by step, but really it's easy. So I only made a little bit. Like you can see, I have a lot left of the mung beans. I can use that for something else. I can use that for the meatballs, or what other recipes? I'll tell you later. I have to think about it, but I can definitely use it for the meatballs. I can even use it for, like, if I want to make a protein burger, I can use that mixture with more flour and more ground hache. So it's not like I'm gonna lose that. I'm actually gonna use that for later. So I'm gonna create my links, refrigerate it for 30 minutes, come back and then dip it into the alginate that I have here. We'll continue soon. We have our sausage. I made 5. This is my alginate, sodium alginate. You see it has no bubbles. Dip it. Let it come down. Make sure you have a very thin layer. I'm going to do all of them before I continue. Oops. I dip them. I use a paper and wipe them really softly so they don't have a very, very, very thick texture. I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to spray it with my, this is what we just did, the sodium alginate. And now we're going to do the calcium chloride, which I put here. This is my water, the calcium chloride. I put it here, and I'm going to spray it, let it sit for a few minutes, and then cook it. What I mean is, let me see if I can do this with one hand. When I take it up, I'm going to spray it evenly, one at a time. Oops. So hard to do this with one hand. I had to take my glove because it was so sticky and I was trying to do the camera. It's a mess. This is so hard to do it with one hand. See, my hands are, it has like a thick spray, let it sit. Okay, so here I have the sausage cooking. Remember, the haché and the mung beans are pretty much cooked, so this is just to seal it and to give it some extra flavor with a little bit of oil. I put too much oil, I don't know why, but it's going on one side, so you don't know how hard this is. So here you can see I have all of them almost ready. I couldn't wait and I ate the half that I caught. It's so good. Yeah, so good. You can cut into smaller pieces and cook it so you can see all the size. But I love it. I love it. I love it.